Hello YouTube community, stacking community in general, Silver Bugle here. It is springtime. Spring is in the air. Along with that comes a little bit of gold. I have some additions to add to the stack that I've picked up here this last week. Pretty excited about these pickups. In a previous video I think I'd mentioned that I wasn't really fond of foreign gold, at least outside of what I'd already collected as far as the Canadian gold, although I did have I think a Krugerrand and some Australian gold, but I had never really been big on collecting foreign denominations, whether it was francs or any of the dinars or the Saudi guineas, things of that nature, Mexican gold and so forth. Well, turns out that same young man that's been getting some silver to me here recently contacted me and said, hey, I've got a great deal on some gold. I says, well, I'm going to test it, make sure it's good. And he says, of course. He brought it over, and all of this gold that I have here on the table, all of it, including the American gold, I was able to get at or just under the melt price, which I thought was a pretty tremendous deal. I picked up 10 of the Restrike 20 Franc Roosters. Pretty nice coin. Picked up 10 of those here. Also picked up 2.5 peso Mexican gold. And International Stacker, this is for you, of course. I picked up some Saudi Guineas. A couple of those, which are pretty cool coins. I can't read them. I don't know what they say, but they checked out as being gold, so I bought them. A couple of real nice Saudi guineas there. Pretty neat coins. Now, in a previous video, I'd also mentioned that I wasn't really big on numismatic type stuff, and I really didn't buy these for any numismatic purpose, but just for the gold content, because I was able to get them at melt value, and that's these $2.50 Indian coins. Got 3 of those. Pretty nice pickups. I'm thrilled to get these at such a good deal. I can't remember exactly what I paid for each one, but I know it was either at or just below melt. I tell you, it's a great thing to get folks in the community who are pushing gold, pushing silver, trying to make a name for themselves, and they're finding great deals, and then they bring those deals in to me. And so I got this young man, like I say, who's running around the valley where I live and finding either collectors or pawn shops or whatever. I'm not sure how he's getting it all. I trust it's above board, but he's getting a lot of these gold and silver coins, and then he calls me up and says, hey, here's what I've got, do you want to meet today? And if I have the cash on hand, I say absolutely, let's get together. So these are the pickups that I received just this last week. Pretty excited about those. I really like the Saudi coins. I thought those were a nice pickup, and the francs, even though I wasn't super thrilled about collecting much foreign gold, I can't turn away a deal like this. So I think my horizons are expanding, and it looks like I'm going to add more foreign gold to the stack. One other thing I'll share with you real quick, and this was interesting. I work as a client-based consultant, so to speak, and every once in a while I will do something for someone, and I do it on what's called a pro bono type basis, where there's no expectation of remuneration for the services that I render on their behalf. Well, I had a gentleman come in the other day. I hadn't seen him for months, and I had given him some advice many months ago, and he walked in about, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, and he just dropped these on my desk, and he said, hey, thanks so much for that advice that you gave me. I just wanted to come by and bring these to you. And what they are 8 peace dollars. Now, interestingly, I don't have any peace dollars in my stack. Not one. I've got Morgans, I've got all other kinds of constitutional silver, Benjis, Washington quarters, dimes, seated, etc. I had not collected one peace dollar, and here this gentleman walks in, didn't know it by the way, just walked in and dropped those on my desk. So I was really grateful for that. I'm grateful for good people who do nice things for other people. I'm certainly going to pay that forward. I don't expect something for nothing in my life, whether it's business or otherwise, and I always try to be generous in my dealings with my fellow men. So there you go, YouTube, pay it forward, be generous, enjoy stacking. Silver Bugle, out.